Yo, 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 what up? It's your boy Tyler Golem, and today we are going to be opening up some more Deluxe Pack EX. I did say that I was going to be on a trip, or, I wasn't going to be available to open up some packs, but it looks like I woke up a little early, so I figured, I might as well, might as well make a video. So here we are again, opening up some more packs, and yeah, no, we've definitely been capitalizing on this set for sure. Hopefully we'll get as many professors researchers as possible. Again, I don't know if I'm going to be able to trade any of them or give them away to anyone at this time. There's still a bunch of excuse me. There's still a bunch of people that I'd like to hold these onto for. Alright, so what are we looking for? I don't think we're looking for anything specifically, but it would be nice to open up some more copies of all the 2 stars, I guess. The thing is, we're gonna be trying to get as many 2 stars as possible. We still don't know what the process is like for flaring. We still might need extra copies of cards. In fact, I think it's very likely that we're going to need extra copies of cards. So we're going to try to just do things the way we usually do. The question is, do I flare things out now or do I hold off? And that's kind of like a tough question because we really don't know. We really don't know. We have no idea, and we're waiting to hopefully hear back from Dina or TCG Pocket just to get an idea of like what exactly is the thing. Honestly I've considered reaching out to them. I've considered it just to reach out to them and see like what the dealio is like should I, like, for general advice, should I be flaring out my cards now or should I be holding off on them? Honestly, flaring is not really necessary. And I've talked about this before. I've talked about the fact that, you don't need to flare things out. But I'd like to know what the process is so that I can better prepare for it. Because there's a lot of things that we don't know. And like I said, it's all about uncertainty. Nice. Got Solgaleo here. Pretty cool. Pretty awesome. Oh, and a Solgaleo pack. Nice. Well, you can definitely expect to open up like at least 1 or 2 stars in one day. You'd be very unlucky if you didn't. And yeah, there's a Pachirisu. Ooh, oh wow, look at this. This is rare candy number 13. That is pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. I always say like the more rare candies the merrier, because it's not like not like it matters, but having more of them just means that our account's going to be that much more special, because we aren't going to be able to give those away to anyone. It's just going to be like a token of like a trophy or whatever. All right. Got a few more. We're just in the start of this pack opening, so we've got way more to go. And yeah, there's nothing really that would really impress me or that would really make me like, oh wow, look at this, nothing would make me like go like wow, except for like Professor's Research. Really, I mean, rare candy's awesome. Don't get me wrong. But having more Professor's Research is probably more desirable. Oh. Yeah, hopefully we'll be able to get through this. And, gosh, how many more days do we have left? I think today is day 26. So that means we have, like, 4 more days of this, I think. Maybe even 3 more days. Actually, today is what, the 25th? Yeah, today's the 25th, so it's 5 more days. 5 more days, and then that's it. Actually, no. I apologize. There's only like 4 more days because So here's the reason why there's 4 more days. On the 30th is when the set ends, right? But that's when they're resetting to a new day. So really, there's only 4 more days. Yeah, there's really only 4 more days after this day because it's 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th. Yeah, 4 more days. There's only 4 more days left after today. So it really was only 30 days. For some reason, I thought it was more than that. For some reason, I thought it was like 31 days, but no, it's exactly 30 days. Wow, time goes by really fast. Time goes by really fast. And yeah, I guess the question is, how many of these parallel foils should we hold on to? Right now, there is a parallel foil frenzy going on in the Wonder Pick section. So we're gonna try to get as many parallel foils as possible, I guess, because that's also a card that you're gonna want as many copies of as possible, right? All right. Ooh, got a lot of hits here. Hopefully, we can get a Professor's Research. That's what we're looking for. That is what we are searching for. So far, it's just been all 1 stars. 1 stars aren't bad. The 1 stars here in this set aren't bad. I'd say the worst one is probably either Miascarada or not. What's the middle evolution? Florigato or whatever. And well, there's a couple bad ones because I forgot what the other one is that's bad. Farfetch and Greninja are by far the best ones. Speaking of Greninja, but there is one that's pretty bad. That's not really good. I forgot what it was. Oh, guess what? There's gonna be a shiny. I knew it. Guess how I knew it? Guess how I knew there was gonna be a shiny? Anytime that it flickers like that, I know that there's a shiny coming. I'm psychic. I am psychic. Let me just blow my nose real quick. All right. Sorry about that. I just realized I dropped my phone. Hopefully that doesn't make too much noise for you. Oh, nice. Mewtwo EX. Let's go. Like I said, the more 2 stars, the merrier. Oh, and a little elemental switch is good. Like I said, the more 2 stars we get, the better. But ideally, we'd want to look for Professor's Research. Nice. Immersives are also really good too. What was I going to say? There's a few other things I was going to say. So I did look into the whole flaring thing, and people are saying, "Oh, it's automatic." What does that mean? Does that mean they're going to automatically burn our duplicates, and that so it's not going to be possible for us to trade? That is something that I'm interested in knowing more about as well, because people were saying that it's automatic. That flaring is an automatic process, and that you're not going to need to like do anything. I don't exactly know if that's true. I know that they did talk a little bit about that in the videos. It's a little hard for me to really suss out what is going on, and we don't know. As a matter of fact, because if it is automatic, that could be really bad for crown rares. Crown rare flaring would be terrible because if it goes by stages, then that would mean you'd need like extra copies of crown rares in order to flare them out. Which is why for me it's like, well, what do I do here? Because should I go back to older sets and pick up other crown rares? Maybe do that anyway to collect more 2-stars to trade with people. That's the thing. I don't really know exactly what I'm going to do. And it's still up in the air what I'm going to do. I think I don't know about the Deluxe EX 2-stars. If I'm going to end up flaring those. I might decide for myself, you know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna pick up I'm just gonna flare out every single one of them. And then anything extra would be like for trade, I guess, right? That would be what I would do, probably, is like maybe just flare them out now so that I have them flared. Because for all we know, the flaring process, they're saying it's going to be easier, but for all we know, it could be more difficult. And I do have like a ton of shine dust, so I like the system now, where I can just comfortably pick out which flares I want. If it's one of those things where it's like, you know, you automatically get the lowest flare and then you have to get extra copies to get the higher flare, that could be really bad. You know, that could be terrible. So we really don't know. They're saying that they're going to make the flare system better. And that's something that I don't know about. I can't say for sure if that's going to be the case. So I might, if it all depends, right? Because if they decide to roll out the update in like 5 days, legitimately, it's very possible that they might do that, because the update, their people are talking about trading 2-stars and like all this stuff, but realistically they said that it was going to happen later on. We don't know exactly if it's going to happen in 5 days. It could happen in 5 days, but we don't know. I don't think they ever announced that it was going to happen in the next update. I think they said they were working on updating it, but that's the thing, people don't know. And they've been very transparent though, like they have. So you can't be upset at them, because they've been very transparent about what they do and exactly what the process is like. So I'm not too upset about it, honestly. I do understand people's frustrations that, oh, I wish I knew, and they don't tell us everything. They are telling us more than we should know, to be honest with you. But sometimes a little knowledge can be frustrating. But I think they also don't have all the information either, to be honest with you. They're still trying to work out the details. Slurpuff is one that I think is really bad. I think the Crawdon is also bad too. Yeah, I think those are the worst 1-stars out there. I mean, they're still okay, but I don't know if they're necessarily the best. Alright. So today we're going to be exchanging for pack points for at least one Professor's Research. I don't think we're going to be able to exchange for anything more than that, because we're not going to have 2,500 pack points. But we're getting there. We're getting pretty close. Alright, let's see if we can see how far we are in the process. Okay, we got 30 more packs to open. Can we get a Professor's Research? Because that's all we're looking for, really. We've gotten a bunch of 2-stars though, so can't be upset. All right. I guess you could. I guess I could reach out to Dina. I don't know if there's a way to reach out to them. Is there? I don't know if there's a way to actually contact them and ask them, like, you know, if I should be flaring out my cards now or if I should wait until after the update. I don't know if they would tell me, first of all. Second of all, I'm not even sure if they would know, the representative. I'm not sure if the representative would know the answer. So it's really hard to say, really. All right, Farfetch'd. Again, Farfetch'd is probably my second favorite one. So it's nice that I'm opening that one up. Okay. Last 20 packs. Let's see if we can get a professor's research. Okay, at least one hit. Let's see if we can get anything good. Well, I really appreciate everyone watching these videos. I will say that it's been busy in my personal life, but it's always nice to see more new viewers. Also, whenever I stream, it's nice to see people joining in. You know, I like I said before, I do want to remind everyone that I am doing a giveaway, a $50 giveaway, thanks to Fahad, who graciously decided to donate towards this giveaway. It's going to happen on November 5th. And it's going to be on my Discord. So if you want to join in on the giveaway, feel free to enter by joining the Discord. We're also planning on having more things to do on the Discord. Right now, we've already included Wordle, which is a nice little fun game where you get to guess, like, you know, a 5-letter word. We're working on adding more features to the Discord. So we're just kind of looking at, you know, exactly what would be the best things. So that's going to be really fun. And if you haven't already, feel free to subscribe to the channel. We upload videos daily, and it's been a lot of fun. I mean, lately we've been opening up, like, we've been putting out like more than one video a day. But oh, nice, Buzzwole EX, let's go. Let's go. Yes, that was a good hit, because we only had 4 copies of that. All right, well, time to get our 5th professor's research. Oh, there's a hit here. Oh, just a Farfetch'd. I could tell by hearing the noise. All right. Last pack magic. Last pack magic. Buzzwole EX. Okay, not bad. All right. So now that that's out of the way, let's go ahead and exchange for pack points for our professor's research. We're at 24.75. All right, here we go. Nice. All right, cool. All right, well, that's going to be a wrap for today, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Like I said, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all next time. Peace out.